Well, I'm 8 years old. Literally. No, I'm 25, but Entertain House, my alter ego, turns 8 today. And what a ride it's been. Look at this photo from 2019, 750 subs, making videos at the Easter show, starting the footy vlog, out there at Wet and Wild. Then around Christmas time that year, I hit 900 subscribers, and then 1,000, and then 2,000, and then 3,000, and then 4,000. And here we are now at 5,050 subscribers to date, which is absolutely incredible. Over 200 vlogs, over 1,000 videos made on this channel. And I mean, in a lot of ways, this channel, Entertain House, has become my life. So for a bit of fun today, for a new video, we are going to be deciding who is the ultimate mascot in the NRL. This video wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for KO, at least in the order that I have done. It would have made it very, very difficult. And obviously there is 17 teams in the NRL, so they have automatically given Reggie one of the weeks off and he advances. Let's get into it. The battle of the NRL mascots. First up, we have Brutus the Bulldogs versus the Storm Man. Now, Brutus recently has been very good with the fans, and the Dogs fans have been growing in their numbers. Storm Man has always done, athletic sort of out of the box sort of ideas and gone around with the fans. Even though Storm Man doesn't look like the best mascot, it's looking wise, I just think, especially with the recency of grand final appearances, Storm Man's sort of been there as well. I'm going to say that Storm Man eliminates Brutus. Next up is Sparky versus Blade. And I do remember at Magic Round, Blade, I gave a handball and Blade threw it into the crowd, which is pretty cool. But Sparky's been around with Parramatta for a long time, been good with the fans. There was an uproar when we had a new mascot to start the season, and we're glad to see Sparky back. Sparky solos here. Next up is Claws versus Tiki. Now, Tiki has been around for the Warriors, and I feel like it is also more recognisable if you go back than Claws, but the recency of the Panthers being so good and Claws interacting with the fans, being part of all, 5 grand final appearances in the last 5 years, I think Claws advances here. Next up is Novo, the Newcastle Knights mascot, versus Finney, the Dolphins mascot. Now, Finney has only had 3 years in the NRL, so I take that into account. But Novo likes to fight with mascots during the game, and I think that really brings the crowd into it. So, although Finney's a new kid on the block, I think Novo wins this matchup. Now, next up is Buck the Bronco versus Scorch the Dragon. I know that this is sort of the happy dragon design, but I'm calling it Scorch because it was around for a long time. They have gone to a different design, and I like this green one. I think Buck the Bronco, the horse that goes around the stadium, is not the mascot, but it feels like it is. I don't see much of Buck the Bronco as a mascot. I think the Dragons mascot is funny to watch, especially with the Dragons being that sort of team. I think Scorch upsets Buck here. Next up, we have Timmy the Tiger versus Victor the Viking. And Timmy is a very nice design, very cute mascot. Victor the Viking brings the crowd into it, sometimes even bangs the drum, and I like what I've seen from Victor the Viking. So Victor the Viking advances for me here. And next up, we have Rocky the Rooster versus Igor the Eagle. Rocky used to be very recognisable previously, but I just think the fans have made more of an impact at Roosters games than Rocky has. Whereas Igor, I think he's really good with the fans at Manly and very recognisable in recent years. So I'm going to go with a bit of an upset, Igor over Rocky. Moving on to the next round, we have Sparky versus Storm Man. Now, on the field, it is the Melbourne Storm with a great record against the Parramatta Eels. Storm Man is a great mascot, but Sparky is just too much for him in the mascot department. So finally, Parramatta get a win over Melbourne. Then we have Claws from the Panthers versus Novo from Newcastle. Very close battle here. I think Novo, the fights with the crowd brings it into it. But what the Panthers have done, they've been to 5 straight grand finals. They've had Novo at every one. And although a lot of Panthers fans are bandwagon fans, not everyone, I think that Claus does a great job with those crowds. So Claus advances, Novo is eliminated. Next we have Scorch versus Victor. A really good matchup here. Both great with the fans, both doing funny things during the game. But I'm going to go Victor the Viking on the road here. Victor the Viking, the Raiders mascot, to eliminate the Dragons mascot, Scorch. Now, I forgot to mention, in round 1, I also had a battle between Bluey versus Reefy. And in this one, I had Reefy picking up the W, which puts Reefy now against Igor the Eagle. And I am actually going to take Igor the Eagle to defeat Reefy in this battle here. So it's over for Reefy. Well, we have a semi-final Battle of the West, Claus versus Sparky. And Sparky's only been to 1 grand final in the last few years. But Sparky brings the crowd into the game, interacts with the fans, joins the marches, does it all. He's been brought back from the dead in round 1. Sparky eliminates Claus. Next up is Reggie versus the Cronulla Sharks fan. Oh, shit, I went off script. No, so apparently in this concept, Reggie gets a double chance. So if he gets eliminated here, he gets another chance. If he advances, he plays another opponent. Don't know how it works, but anyway, I guess that's the beauty of 17 teams. Reggie versus Igor. Great battle here. Reggie's first matchup. I'm going to go Reggie to advance in this one. A great legendary run from Igor. And Reggie versus Victor. Very, very tough battle. I can see arguments for both of these mascots. Very good with the crowd. Very good with the fans. Very funny during the game. I'm going to go Reggie. It's very, very close. I think Victor almost does enough, but Reggie just holds on to advance to the final. Well, have you got your tickets to this year's grand final? Because the mascot grand final is Reggie the Rabbit versus Sparky the Eel. Now, Sparky brought back from the dead in round 1. Reggie, some accusations against him, but he is an 80-year-old man, and he's been doing this for a long time. Sparky has been shown by many different people, a great design, but the winner of the mascots is... It's Reggie the Rabbit. He's won it. Charlie is an absolute legend. It came very close. He just beat out Victor to go to the grand final, and he eliminates Sparky. A big moment there in 2014 with the Rabbitohs premiership. Also, when the Rabbitohs players lifted Charlie on their shoulders after the death of Charlie's wife. There's been some really great moments over the years from Reggie the Rabbit, and we will remember him long after he has gone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, as I said, the channel is 8 years old. So please let me know in the comments what your favourite moment in the channel is. I know a lot of people love my video at North Queensland when Parramatta went to the grand final after beating the Cowboys in the prelim. But there's so many different memorable moments, and moments that you might have been here for 8 years and you've been quiet. So please do speak up. In the comments, I'm going to leave a link for my video so that you can enter the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, giving away an NRL membership. If you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe and like this video. I hope you enjoyed it for a bit of fun. I'll see you guys next time.